In 1913, America was transforming fast. Factories rose, streets filled with carts and workers, and a new modern income tax started. Money was everywhere, but financial knowledge was scarce. Thomas Walker, the steel worker, was about to learn a truth almost no one knew. By the end of his story, you'll see why paying yourself first isn't new and why this simple rule could change your life forever. Thomas was 34, working 6 long days a week at a noisy steel factory. Sparks flew, machines roared, and wages came in cash every Friday. Rent first, food second, clothes third, family help fourth. By Sunday, most of it was gone. He thought working harder would eventually make life easier. But year after year, nothing changed. Hard work alone wasn't enough. Thomas wasn't careless. He didn't gamble or drink excessively. He lived simply, yet at the end of each month, his savings were always zero. When sickness hit, fear followed. When work slowed, anxiety grew. Saving felt like a luxury he could never afford. Money came in, money went out. And nothing stayed. Thomas realized something had to change, or he would always struggle. Thomas met an older accountant who managed local business books. He explained his struggle. No matter how hard I work, nothing remains. The accountant asked a simple question. Who do you pay first? Thomas laughed. Landlord. Grocer. Everyone. And myself. The accountant smiled. That is why you will always work. Pay yourself first, not last. The accountant explained a principle wealthy merchants had followed for generations. Money must be divided before it is spent, not after bills or fun. A portion must always be set aside first for future opportunity, for ownership. Treat money like a worker, not a toy. Thomas felt uncomfortable. How can I save when I barely survive? The answer: you don't save what's left. You spend what's left. Thomas began small, painfully small, a few coins set aside first every time he was paid. At first, it felt pointless. Months passed, and his small habits slowly built a buffer. While others spent freely, Thomas' coins stacked quietly. He began to feel security he had never known. The rule was working, and he realized small, consistent action could eventually create opportunity. Years later, a small business chance appeared. Most men couldn't afford to consider it. Thomas could, not luckier or smarter, but prepared. Discipline and foresight gave him what others lacked. While others relied solely on wages, Thomas had a system. And a system, he realized, was far more valuable than luck. This simple habit allowed him to act where others hesitated. Thomas never became rich, but he gained security. Most men at the factory worked until their bodies failed. Thomas lived with confidence and control. The rule wasn't about money, it was about priority. Pay yourself first is not new. It existed long before apps, banks, or debt culture. It still works today. Discipline beats income every time. Small action over time compounds into stability. Money changes form, but human behavior doesn't. People make the same mistakes. Earn more, spend more, hope life works out. Don't. Learn from the past. Set aside first. Let money work for you, not the other way around. This lesson survived decades and it can survive you. Start small. Stay consistent, and the future will reward your discipline. If you're watching this right now, help me prove something wrong. Many say old financial wisdom no longer matters, that the world has changed too much. If you believe timeless money lessons still apply, subscribe. I turn real financial principles into stories worth remembering, and this is only the beginning. Click subscribe and let's make sure these lessons reach everyone who needs them.